Hey, 7th grade. This is your math lesson for Monday, March the 30th. Lesson 135 is due on that day, so we will look at a few of the answers, just go over what's on 135, and introduce you to lesson 136, which is due on Tuesday then. So have your paper with your lesson 135 on it. Please, if you're not done with 135 yet, get it done before you watch the video, because I will be giving some answers. So do your work first and then check your answers. Lesson 135 was the biblical measures. So let's just look at a few of these. Make sure you have them right. I will give you the answers for number one. Number one, the answer is 12 cubits is 216 inches. Number three, 30 feet. Okay, so you just do these just like you do how many, so many yards equals how many inches. Set them up the same way. Number five, let's do number five. This is getting rid of the fractions in these equations. 3/8x equals 21. 3/8x. All right, we want to get rid of the fraction. What are we doing? What are we doing to get rid of the fraction? Remember, this is 3 divided by 8. So what's the opposite of divided by 8? I think you all know that. Multiplication. So we're focusing on the denominator. All right, 8 times 3/8. X. Keep that x there equals 21. What did you do over here? Times 8. So you have to do 21 times 8. Right? So now we've gotten rid of the 8. And all we have is 3x equals, what's 21 times 8? Tyro, what's 21 times 8? Yes, 168. All right, so then you have 3x equals 168, and you know the drill there. 3x divided by 3 equals 168 divided by 3. So x equals, what's 168 divided by 3, Evan? 556, yes. All right, so the answer for, let me just step aside so you can sure see all that work. I like to make sure I write big enough so that you can easily read it with the camera on the board. The answer for number 5 is x equals 56. Answer to number 7, you're at 50 feet and you drop 100 feet. So you're at 50, you go down 100, you are now at negative 50 feet. Have that negative sign in there, you must have that or it's not right. Number 9, smallest to largest. Okay, the further you get into a hole, the smaller the number is. The number gets larger, as in negative 5, negative 6, negative 7, but negative 7 is smaller than negative 5. So keep that straight. So number 9, the order from smallest to largest is negative 5, negative 3, 0, and positive 8. Number 11, I'm just going to quickly give these answers. Make sure that you have them right. If you don't have them right, figure out what's going on. I have a couple videos on this, so check it out, please. One of the first math videos talks about, I showed you on the board how to do this. So number 11, A is 1,000, B is 60%, C is 10%, D is 100%, E is 216 degrees, F is 36 degrees, and G is 360 degrees. Make sure you're getting those right, because Before too long, we'll be actually taking that information then and putting it into a circle graph. Number 15, the 7th hour is 1 o'clock p.m. Must have a.m. p.m. 1 o'clock p.m. Just one wrong. If there's anything wrong there. 17, 4 o'clock p.m. And 19, 10 o'clock a.m. All right, let's just look a little bit at lesson 136. Absolute value. Absolute value is not that complicated, okay? Don't let any doubts and fears get into your head about it. Absolute value is simply the value of the number without a, so we're working with negatives and positives now. So we have absolute value. The definition of absolute value is the value of a number without the sign. So you have plus 8 and negative 8. Okay, the absolute value, I'll just put AV, the absolute value of plus 8 and negative 8 is the same thing. Absolute value is 8. Okay? So it doesn't matter what the sign is. If it's a negative sign, negative 12, the absolute value is simply 12. Okay, so you're going to get questions like this. Which one of these has the greater absolute value? So you have negative 5 and positive 3. Which one has the greater absolute value? So we're going by absolute value. So the absolute value of negative 5 is what? 5. The absolute value of positive 3 is 3. So the absolute value, this is only absolute value. If it's asking you which one of these numbers is bigger, negative 5 or positive 3, then positive 3 is. But absolute value is the value of the number without the sign. So you cover up the signs, and that is your absolute value. Okay? And that is what absolute value is all about. Make sure you have lesson 136 finished for Tuesday. All right, we will grade lesson 135 on Monday. No, that's just what we did. Sorry, that's just what we did. I'm all messed up with this video business. 135, that's the answers I just gave for you. That's due on Monday. And 136 is due on Tuesday. Sorry, I should know how by now, right?